Hello farmers and welcome back to the Mythical Woods. Got the JCB and we're headed on down to the store. The first thing we're going to buy this episode are the rollers. So we ended up planting some, I want to say I planted wheat. Is that what I planted? I think it is. Let's go and see here just to confirm. Yes, wheat. But as we can see on this page here, we got those stones I tried to take care of. So getting the roller should take care of, I think someone said, if it's yellow stones, the roller should push them into the ground and they'll disappear. I think if I keep on rolling, because we bought other fields, of course, fields 5 and 4, or sorry, 3 and 4, those are yellow ones. Maybe some orange ones are in there, but I think if I press down the orange ones, they will turn yellow, and then the next time, the stones will disappear there. As for the grass field, I'm not sure if I can push those down after we harvest the grass field or not. But we're going to get ourselves the roller. I thought about leasing it, but you know what? I don't want to say it's only $40,000. We're going to go ahead and just buy that straight up. Now, I was going to go ahead and buy myself the baler, but now you can see my money is down to just under $60,000. And a few of you have wanted me to get the quick baler, and that is what we will be getting, but I'll probably have to take a little bit of a loan out to get that. Our grass field is ready, but I want to spread some lime in it before we go ahead and cut the grass. The lime in that field is kind of in an okay state. I would like to get it up to, well, a perfect condition if I can. And I always thought when a crop was ready for harvest, with even precision farming, you cannot put down lime, but I've been told otherwise, so we can give it a go. So it's not going to hurt to throw lime into the field. I mean, either we'll accept it or it won't. So it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, I don't want to roll the grass field because I think if I were to roll the grass field, it would put the grass, it would pretty much delete the grass, I think. Not the fact that it would delete the grass to the point of I got to replant it, but it would just, all the harvestable crop that's there would disappear. By having this JCB just to be able to fly around the map is very nice. Compared to the other tractors that we have or had. Usually I would just have to do a jump cut because it takes long to get back here, but we are back. Alright, let's start unfolding this. And really, it shouldn't take too long to do this. I mean, this roller actually has a pretty decent working width for the size fields that we have. And really, don't think I've rolled fields since Solyndra. So it's been a moment. And of course, with that map as well, that was a small map. So as we kind of scroll on back, it looks like all the stones... I'm not seeing any currently, and I should have seen some by now if they were going to stay. It looks like they have been pressed back into the ground, so that's good. And plus, this will give us a little bit extra bonus. Let's see how much extra bonus we can compare it to. So if we come over to here, expected yield, and yield potential was 80%. Expected yield, 87%. And we got different soil type here, so that doesn't help. Let's see here. So it looks like it's bringing up by 1%. So, yeah. I mean, it's a little bit of something, and plus it's getting rid of the stones. It'll save us on some repair stats for our equipment. And plus it's something I really have done a whole lot of in rolling. I think this is the reason why I just don't like doing it that much, is because it doesn't help us out that much for yield potential. And the only reason why I'm doing it now is because, well, we got stones. Those stones there, if you remember, that's where I was testing out the stone picker, and I plowed the ground, so those stones are probably going to take a couple times to go over before they disappear. Let me see if I get a better indication here. So, yeah, expected yield, or yield potential is 80%, and I'm getting these numbers at the bottom right-hand corner, and expected yield is 86%, and now that I rolled it, yield potential 80%, expected yield 87%. So, yeah, it's raising it by 1% in precision farming for rolling. If you have like really big fields, I mean, that would add up over time. I just don't feel it's worth it because, you know, you're putting wear and tear on your equipment. You got to buy the roller. So, yeah, and plus you're burning diesel fuel. And for me, like always, I got my diesel fuel usage on high, so I'm burning more diesel than usual. And also playing on hard economy, so I don't make as much on selling the crop either. I'm probably, at best, breaking even with it. But I'm not too concerned about the financial situation of the farm at this point anymore because we don't have any loans. Well, as I just mentioned earlier, I'm probably going to take it on a loan so I can get the quick bale. But yeah, the farm's making money, and yeah, this is kind of like a short series, so not really here trying to earn millions of dollars. Although money is always the driving force of your farm anyways, because you need money to buy stuff. But yep, we can see definitely getting rid of all the stones. Alright, and spin around. And, oh yeah, and as I did mention last episode, I was asking about if you want to see the live stream, which would be next episode. And it's almost kind of, I know some people don't like live streams, and some other people said, yes, we would like to see a live stream on Farming Simulator. For those who don't want to see it, I apologize, but I'm going to do a live stream on it because I got to get a feel of how Farming Simulator is going to live stream. I got to get used to doing that a little bit because with FS25 coming out, I got to get a feel of, you know, I gotta feel the rhythm of Farming Simulator as a game for live streaming. I know it sounds kind of weird to say it that way, but so this series I figured is a better series to do the live streams on, just because I can switch from one job to another rather quickly. I'm not going to be like in Western Australia, harvest a field for an hour. And let's go ahead and park this up right here. We'll drop off the roller, and now we'll grab the Fiat and the spreader, which I think has fertilizer in it. Still think I got narrow tires on this, and that's all right. I'm kind of hoping that when it spits out the pallet, it's going to spit it out to the left, but I'm guessing because I wanted to go to the left, it's going to go to the right. And it went to the right. All right, let's get this full of lime, and we'll go down and take care of that grass field. And then I could either skip a month and get to October, which we may do before I cut the grass field. I don't think I'll be able to sell anything to avoid having to get a loan, but yeah, getting a loan, not that big of a deal. We know the farms, we got plenty of money that's going to be sitting around. We just got to go ahead and sell it at the best time. Actually, how are we doing on our products here? Let me look at the stock market page. Let's see, what do we got here? So we'll have wood chips and canola and wheat coming up in the winter months, and that's going to be about $45,000 worth. Of course, the big stuff, of course, is the planks and the furniture. All right, actually, you know what? I'm going to use a JCB for this because the next work will be at the grass field, so I might as well bring the JCB down and not the Fiat. Alright, let's grab the JCB and put that on the spreader. And we'll zip on over and take care of this grass field quickly, I think. If I'm able to put the lime down, that'd be great. That won't take us too long with a 42-meter wide working width. There, that field looks better without the stones in it. Since day one, we own that field. It's had stones. I do see some comments coming in about the dynamic field price mod. Some people don't like it. Some people like it. I just like it for a fact that it's a variety of way of doing things. Of course, right now it's not working in our favor here. But since we're kind of this far into the series, I say far into the series, meaning we're more than halfway into the series before the end, probably just keep it active and we'll go with it. Alright, turn that on. And yes, it does accept lime. I thought, maybe I'm just getting mixed up with non-precision farming, where the only time you can put down lime in a field there is after you harvest the field up to the point of before it can't have a growing crop in it, basically. You can, if I remember, you can put lime down after you plant. But once the crop has germinated, you won't be able to. As you can see, this won't take long, and the good news is I don't think I'm going to run out of lime. We'll get the whole grass field taken care of. And we're just doing this just to make silage to feed the BGA, which of course made us some good money. I think it was actually early on in the morning hours of September here. Which allowed us to expand the farm a little bit more. Yep, still got more than half of a spreader. Now, it is registering right away, is it not? Yes, it is. pH value is perfect. I was wondering because the lime is still on top of the ground. It hasn't been actually absorbed into the ground, per se. I was wondering, I couldn't remember. It's just having a brain fart. I'm like, does it register right away, or do I have to wait like a month for it to get absorbed into the ground to register? But no, it's registering right now. Alright, grass field is taken care of. Well, I don't think there's any point of waiting till October. I say we just go ahead and we borrow some cash, and we will get the baler, because we got the mowers all set to go. Let me just go ahead and get the mowers on the JCB. And then we'll take the Valmet down to the store. And that should be able to run the baler from what I saw in the workshop. And really, it won't take us too long to mow this grass field and get it all baled with the setup that we're going to have. Alright. Kind of get that all set to go. Let's see. We don't need the weight on the back. I'll leave the front loader on. Gotta watch out for that big dip right there in the corner. So I think the baler base price is like 61 grand, but we are going to add a few things to it. Not a whole lot. I think if I borrow 20 grand and just... I don't think I can do less than a year payments on it, but I think that's what we'll have to do. Although I'd rather not sell anything to the winter months, which could be very soon here. Oh no, we got a soybean field that we got to harvest. Whew. Don't want to forget about the soybean field. All right, so balers, the quick baler, which is right here. There are two options in the mod. At first, I couldn't figure out what the difference was, and then I realized the working speed, 27 miles an hour on that one, which is pretty darn fast if you're just doing the baling. But since we're having a worker follow us, 15 miles an hour should be more than good. So a couple things I do like about it. Wait, where are they? BKT tires, of course. No extra charge for that. The design, I want the Vicon because those are the brand mowers that we have. The work area visual assist. Not really sure what that is, but you can have a blue light or a red light. But since a worker is going to be using this, I'm not going to be too concerned about that. But for those who know what that does, let me know. Rear hitch, we don't really need anything. Silage additive tank, yes. And I actually thought about switching the color of the baler over to match the Vicon colors, but I kind of like that look right there. So that's what we're going to go with. Oh, I came in here and did not borrow the money. That was kind of stupid. But then again, I do a lot of stupid things. All right, so take out a loan. We are going to borrow $20,000, and for 1 year, take loan. All right, let's go back into here. All right, so it's not going to take me long to set this back up, I hope. All right, BKTs and brand Vicon and silage additive. I think that's all we're doing. Yes. Okay, let's go ahead and buy that. And the good news is we already got silage additive over here from when I used the forage wagon and when we're using the stationary baler. So we can pump some wonderful silage additive into here. Now, it will do, let's bring this on up here. It'll do 125s, 150s, and 180s. Now, from what I'm glad I saw this on the mod hub, I think we're going to go with 150s. You may say, why not 180s? Because the size of the bales coming out of here is not the base game size bales. I want to say, if I remember correctly now, it's been about an hour since I read this, but I think the 150 centimeter bales will be 25,000 liters apiece. Maybe I will keep it at 125s, and we'll see what one size bale is. Then I can switch it over. I don't want to have where we just got like 4 bales, which would make my job a lot easier in shifting them around. But even if I got like 8 bales, that would be fine by me compared to the 40 plus bales that we had before. So let's start unfolding this. And then, of course, we want to make sure we turn on the automatic drop. And I don't think there's anything else I want to be doing here. No, I think that's everything we need to be doing. Yeah, went right into the hole I said to avoid last time. Okay, we'll fire that up. You can follow that. Alright, lower that down. I wonder how the pickup is on the baler. Are we going to be missing things? I'm guessing probably so. Especially on the corners. So basically, I'm just waiting for the first bale to drop. And then I want to see how many liters it is in that one. I want to say it's 18,000 liters. But I don't think that's going to be correct. I'm guessing on that one. Alright, so we already got a bale out. So how many liters is it? If it's only... the other bales were what? 5,500 that we were making? Alright, so these are 7,500, which is nice, but I think I'm going to bump that up. So I got to get rid of the worker. We'll bump that up to 150. There we go. And now we will double check when the next bale comes out, although I don't know if it's already preset because I already started the bale. I think it's got a wider pickup area as well. I wasn't paying attention, but I think on the corners it was picking up the entire grass swath, which is nice. And when I saw who the author of the mod was, I said, well, it's going to be a good mod. Mark Thor, which is the same one who created the root crop harvester that I use all the time on Tuscany. Alright, so there's that bale finally coming out. And is it 25,000? Yes, it is 25,000, so I'm going to cut down on the amount of bales that we have for sure. So basically, 3 of those bales will fill up our BGA when they convert over to silage. Now see, I'm mowing at 14. That baler working speed technically is faster than ours, but I'm starting to think that the Valmet, even though it's got the required horsepower, may be lacking just a little bit on the power. Oh yeah, and that working width on the quick bale, lovely, because it's not leaving a swath behind anywhere. Yeah, the Valmet, I think, is just lacking a little bit in the horsepower category. Did I read that baler wrong on the horsepower requirement? Requires 100 horsepower. And the Valmet, isn't it like 135? Yeah, 135. Wait, where am I? Baler's baler. Where's my baler? There's my baler. And working speed is 15 miles an hour. Well, I mean, okay, it's not that bad. Next time I'll probably use the Fiat then. So I'm probably going to have to slow up a little bit here and there to allow the baler to catch up. But at least we'll start the process of these bales to ferment, and they'll be ready in October, November. They'll be ready in December. And just a reminder, we're not selling the silage bales. We are putting them into the BGA and converting them over to energy. So, yeah, even though December is the best time to sell silage, we're going to be doing the BGA thing. But let me go ahead and I'll get this grass field done. I won't time lapse it because we've done enough grass work here recently. And yeah, I'll just bring it when we're near the end. And we can go to October, and then we should be able to harvest our soybeans over on the other side of the map. Well, a big thank you for all of those who convinced me to get the quick bale. It is going to work out really well, because not only is it picking up basically the entire swath Also, by making the bales to a decent size, it's not going to be too much of a hassle to pick up the bales with the pallet forks and put them over by the BGA. So before we were moving about 40, and currently we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So probably about a dozen bales. And next time it'll be even less because the first 2 bales were rather small-ish. They're still bigger than the base game, but... So only having to move a dozen bales, don't think we really need to bother with a bale trailer. Because the way as it works, the grass takes 3 months for it from being cut to be ready to be mowed again. And the bales take 3 months to ferment, so yeah, I'll just move the bales before we cut the grass. Easy peasy, nice and easy. Alright, let's go ahead, and while we're waiting for our worker to finish up the baling, we can put the mowers away. And plop that off there. Now let me back up and we'll get the spreader so we can bring that back to the farm. Oh, I dropped it off that way? Interesting. I think the worker's trying to follow me, which is what they're told to do. Actually, we should be able to spit that out there, and then we'll spit this one out as well. Let's not drop it, though, right in front of the shed. Yeah, so this setup works pretty well, although the Valmet is a little bit lacking on the horsepower, though. I mean, it can run it, but it won't reach the top speed. So, yeah, it's not going to keep up with the mower. I had to stop a few times, but it wasn't that bad at all. Oh, I got the baler still running. Like, what? I don't have access to this land. What? Alright, we'll leave that there like that. Now, the only thing I do need to do is I do got to fertilize the land at some point. So, yeah, I'll probably have to pick up the bales before that because we got to put down the slurry. And already, because even though we just put down the lime, we harvested it, so it used one stage of fertilization, one stage of pH, so the pH has dropped a little bit. But not enough to where I'm going to go ahead and put more lime down, although it was right there, and it wouldn't have taken as much lime as I just put down, so I may have had enough to get the whole grass field done. But I want to move on to October. And our soybean field should be ready. I think I planted soybeans in the first month that I was able to. And I may actually sleep until 9 a.m. just because here in the Mythical Woods, daylight is very scarce in the, mid, late fall, all through winter, and then kind of early parts of spring. Drop that off, and they'll park right on up to the trailer, and might as well hook right up to it. All right. Let's go to our lovely little tent. And we shall snooze. Actually, I probably should have looked at the sale page. Oh, nothing there. Oddly enough, we got two of the same grain trailer in the sale department. You gotta love that stuff. Yeah, so 9 o'clock in the morning should be good. Oh yeah, the sawmills, I didn't check, but they should be okay. I think they had about 30,000 liters apiece, so they should be good for like about another 5 months. And now probably going on 4 months. Let me just check. If I see that they're not running, I may be a little upset. Yeah, 26,000, 28, 38. So yeah, they're doing just fine. They're doing fine. All right, so yeah, while I'm here, because the main thing we're kind of looking at moving on forward is the farmland. I don't expect these prices to be doing any better. 86, 86. That's at 90. What's the Cory doing? The Cory price was 105, and now it's slowly coming back to earth. We shall see what happens there. Yeah, who knows? We may end up going around collecting the orbs so we can get that. Is this property still at a good price? No, that's at 21% over now. I think last month it was actually at a good deal. That flat spot up there is not a bad place to put our production building. But yeah, I think at some point we will go ahead and probably buy this property. And we will get to doing some of that kind of material. Just want to make sure this is ready for harvest, which it is. Oh, and what's in the sale page this morning? Interesting. A lot of silage stuff going on here. And that is it. All right, in the combine we shall go. And I will meet you over there. I think we will get ourselves a worker for harvesting the crop. Because I'll be running the JCB over there for the trailer. Got to bring that over. We got to spray for weeds in the wheat field here. That needs to be taken care of. And then maybe we'll go down to the grass field and move those bales, and we can prep it for possibly spraying slurry during the live stream. And here we are. Field looks humongous after being around those other fields. Alright, let's go ahead and get ourselves a worker to do some of this, or probably all of it, honestly. Create job. And let's go that way. Open up course. 2 headlands. No, yeah, no overlap. We're fine there. And create course. And off they go. All right, let me tab over to, well, perfectly. JCB is good. I'll zip on over there with this. And then I'll see you right back here at the farmyard. We're going to jump into the Fiat and grab our See and Spot sprayer and quickly take care of this wheat field. Okay. Should be plenty of herbicide in the sprayer, I would think. Yeah, that's going to be more than enough for what we're doing here. There we go. Oh, it's not fully on. Okay. Boy, this is a wider working width than I thought it was going to be. So basically 2 passes and I'll be done. Not many weeds here. At least it doesn't look like many weeds. But you can see wherever it's spraying, that's where the weeds are. So the soybeans, like every other crop that we harvest, is going into the train silo, and they'll be sold in May or June. I think I'm getting the whole field. And just like that, we are done. Don't mind quick jobs once in a while. While that's folding up, though, I did not check a couple of pieces of land that I would not mind looking at, but I got a funny feeling the pricing is going to be over 86%. 86%. Now, we don't need anything with a lot of trees in it. I mean, I don't have the money, and I really don't want to take out another huge loan. I could just wait until next summer when it comes time to sell the planks and the furniture. And as we have seen, we are pretty much cruising through like the winter and springtime, and actually a lot of the year, because we don't have to take care of the animals and all that kind of stuff. And the production buildings are pretty much handling themselves pretty well. Forgot how many liters this combine holds, but I want to say 6,000. And the way soybeans sell, I think it's what, $1,100 per 1,000 liters at the peak time. Oh, it must hold 5,500. So what is the best price for soybean here? Oh, that's right. It's not going to show because it's in a trailer, not in a silo anywhere. Soybean. Well, those prices look really good. $26.15 for soybean. That seems higher than what I'm used to. Actually, all these prices are high. I just realized I don't think I was looking at what they were selling for. So all these prices are high. Did I change? Is my economy on hard? It should be. Yeah, we're on hard difficulty. Okay. So yeah, we're getting pretty good money for the crops here in the Mythical Woods. All right, let's jump over to the Valmet. And I got to clear these bales off. Yeah, I should have, I guess, rolled this grass field just to help get the stones out of it. But as I said before, the stones are just a nuisance, really. They shouldn't really hinder the yield of the field. So for now, I'm just going to bring these bales and plop them over here, unlike when I was using the static baler, where I was using super strength to move them around. Since we only got about a dozen bales, I'm not going to bother doing that. We'll just place them over here. I'm not going to bother placing them in the trigger either, because I think it fools the trigger a little bit when they convert over from grass to silage. They just read them as grass, and I had to move them a little bit. Yeah, not a whole lot of bales here compared to what it used to be. Well, let's get these picked up, and I may have to run over and empty out the combine in between. But once we finish this, picking up the bales, getting them out the field, if I can actually pick up the bale, it'd be good. We will finish up the harvest ourselves. It's like my first day on the job or something.
Heading to Vegas in my blue striped car. She's riding shotgun and she looks like a star. Yeah, she's got the style that makes you think she's made out of gold. She says she likes it better when we go off off-road. Yeah. I'm gonna make it worth your while. I'm gonna make it worth your time. Gonna make it worth your while. When she's with me, we're like superstars. Windows roll down, radio on. I think we could go far. We don't need money. We can skip that part. All I want is her to be with me. She's got a ticket to my heart. The sky is blue, I got the sun in my eyes. It can't get better than when she makes that smile. Yeah, she's got that style that makes you think she's made out of gold. She's turning up the volume on the radio. Yeah. I'm gonna make it worth your while. I'm gonna make it worth your time. I'm gonna make it worth your while. When she's with me, we're like superstars. Windows roll down, radio on. I think we could go far. We don't need money. We can skip that part.
Harvest is going really well. I was not expecting with soybeans to get a full grain trailer, but that is what we are going to get and a little bit more once we get back up to the grain trailer. We'll unload and bring that down to the train station. Yeah, get about 60% into the combine by making one run around the field. Don't think I can get... I don't know, we'll have to see if the trailer gets full or not. Don't know how full the grain trailer actually is. Maybe I'll get it onto the trailer. Maybe if the trailer's not as full as I think it is. Let's see here. How full are we? If I can squeeze through here. Yeah, it's probably going to fill it on up. Nope, not quite. Not quite, but it's still going to take me 2 trips down to the train station, but with the JCB, not that big of a deal. Well, since we don't have that much more to do, I think we'll finish this first. I think it's also kind of late in the year to get another crop into this field. Actually, no, it wouldn't be, because it's we planted the wheat and barley. We just barely did that last month, though. So if wheat and barley needs to go back into this field, we can just put it right back in this month. But we'll do that during the live stream. We'll check on it here in a second. What crop should go in here next? And a couple passes here, and we will be done. Probably get up to what, about 15% in the combine. Not quite wide enough to get the entire bottom strip there. But with soybean, every liter does count for how much it's worth. Especially on this map. I don't think I'm going to get it all in. I want to say the capacity of this might be 22,000. Or is it 23,000? If it's 23,000, we'll get it all in. Nope, it is 22,000. So, let's see, we had sorghum and then soybeans. Interesting combo there. Sorghum and then soybean. So, oats are not bad. Wheat, barley, canola, oats. Pretty much anything, really. Everything's around 110. Not soybean again, though. And then we get to the crops I don't want nothing to do with here. So, maybe I'll put barley into it, possibly. Yeah, probably should turn off the combine. But another thing I should do is go ahead and take a thumbnail. And someone did ask, how do I take thumbnails? I use the easy developer mod. Flight mode, field of view is around 20 usually. We'll just scroll on back here. We'll get rid of the HUD with a quick push of a button. And then, just like that. Then all I gotta do is turn off flight mode, reset field of view, turn back on the HUD, and that's how I do it. Although when FS22 comes out, won't have the easy developer mod to do that all quick. I'll have to do the developer commands, which I used to know them by heart. But with Easy Developer, I've been using that for, I don't know how long it's been out. Quite a long time. So when 25 comes out, I may be fiddling around with the developer commands a little bit. So this is, like $44,000 worth of soybeans that we're hauling here. Actually, it's going to be more than that, but you understand what I'm talking about. So that's a pretty good paycheck for that field right there. And I want to say I paid $48,000 for that field. I think that was the episode that didn't happen when I bought that field. Still don't know where that save file went when I recorded. Have not found it anywhere. Not that I've been looking for it, but it's going to be one of those things to where I'm just going through my hard drives one day and go into a folder and be like, what's this? How did that get saved there? I don't know. But by then, it doesn't even matter. So we got ourselves a baler and the roller today. Baler definitely paid off. Reduced the amount of bales that we have to move around. And these will be sold 9 months from now. So we just got to hold them. Now I got to go back and grab the last less than 1,000 liters, which kind of sucks. But I'll get that done off camera. And we'll be all set to go. So like I said, next episode will be a live stream. Don't know how long it'll be. We'll see how it goes during the live stream. But yeah, hopefully you can tune in and join in on the fun. Well, hopefully it's fun anyways. But as for today, yeah, I think we are pretty much done here. So if you made this far in the episode and you like what you saw, that like button down there, might want to tap that. Helps out the channel and the video more than you know. Also lets me know that you enjoyed seeing the content you saw here today. And while you're down there, that subscribe and notification bell as well, so you don't miss out on more content like this. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in the Mythical Woods. But until then, have a good one.